The MSU Denver PR Lab is an opportunity for our public relations students to work with a real client in a real team, and they work in teams of 3 or 4. They usually start by creating a strategic plan, and then they execute that plan. And so they're getting real hands-on experience working with a client and executing public relations tactics, from writing press releases to conducting media relations to content development for social media and websites.
PR Lab is being a PR firm in the small scale. So you have every position that a PR firm would have for the most part, and you're acting in that every day, whether it's remotely or in the classroom. So you have a client and you're working for that client, and there's stakes that are high, unlike in a regular classroom setting. So you're working under those high stakes. And truly PR Lab is just a real life PR firm.
In the PR Lab, our students learn really how to apply everything that they've learned in their public relations classes to a real world environment. So they learn in fundamentals how to develop a plan. They learn in PR writing how to develop the collateral that's necessary, and through our other classes how to approach things strategically and understand from a tactical standpoint how theoretically you would execute that. In the PR Lab, they are actually executing on that plan and working with a real client to get real hands-on experience and gain more insight than they could otherwise.
Public relations is really all about relationships, and so having this opportunity to have the guidance of my professors, as well as really working with these clients and developing those relationships, listening to their needs, and then coming back and evaluating, are all great practices that I think are just gonna give me an advantage when I go into the real world. And I'm alongside people who might not have had that client relations experience or that guidance with a public relations professional, aka my professors, beforehand.
I think it was surprising to me how much students learn about themselves in Public Relations Lab. We asked them to do reflective writing, to talk about the things they're learning as they're learning them. And I think that one of the things that really pops out to me is how they feel a sense of accomplishment by the end. They realize that all the scariness that they thought about going into working with a real client, they kind of overcome that, and they feel real confident in themselves. And a lot of the feedback we see in the responses is all about that. I feel like I can go on and do this thing. And that's really, I think, probably the best thing that comes out of this.